Afternoon and welcome to WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, six dynamic young thinkers are set to take the stage at the highly anticipated National Tourism Youth Congress 2025, representing some of the brightest student voices across the country. With creativity, vision, and bold perspectives, these students are ready to help shape the future of tourism in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The delegates are Abigail Garrick, Thomas Saunders Secondary School, Kenil Bess, Dr. J.P. Eustace Memorial Secondary School, Christy Huggins, St. Joseph's Convent, Kingstown, Caleb Johnson, North Union Secondary School, Yana Benny, St. Vincent Girls High School, and Isaiah Tony, St. Vincent Grammar School. These six students will bring forward fresh ideas on sustainable tourism, community involvement, and innovation in the tourism sector, inspiring their peers and professionals alike. With a spotlight on youth driven solutions, the Congress is more than just a competition, it's a platform for the next generation of leaders to be heard aloud and clear. Invest SVG and its partners are riding a wave of positive feedback following their successful inaugural outreach and investment program in the United Kingdom held on April 5th. The event, aimed at engaging the Vincentian diaspora and showcasing investment opportunities back home, saw over 120 attendees gather at the Holiday Inn Brentford Lock Hotel. The event brought together a high profile delegation, including representatives from Invest SVG, the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit, Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, National Properties Limited, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, and the Honorable Camilo Gonçalves, Minister of Finance, who delivered the keynote address. Presented in a structured forum-style format, the conference featured detailed briefings from each organization, followed by an engaging Q&A session. Attendees were given direct access to key stakeholders who addressed questions, clarified details, and encouraged diaspora involvement. Organized in collaboration with the SVG High Commission in London, the event marked a powerful first step in a wider effort to strengthen economic ties between St. Vincent and the Grenadines and its global diaspora. Still on the local scene, as part of its continued recovery efforts following Hurricane Beryl, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has procured 300 prefabricated houses set to arrive in the coming weeks. Minister of Finance Camilo Gonçalves announced that an advanced team from the Trinidad-based company contracted to deliver the houses will arrive on April 25th to begin assessments and train local builders and contractors. The contract includes 6 batches of 50 units, making up the full 300. Over the past 3 months, the government has already spent approximately 14 million EC dollars on housing efforts, including new construction, repairs, and material distribution for those unable to rebuild on their own. Minister Gonçalves praised Minister Orlando Brewster's leadership, noting that he has overseen the spending of $5 million monthly to assist families affected by Hurricane Beryl, as well as those made vulnerable by La Soufrière eruption and ongoing climate change threats. The government has pledged to construct 1,000 homes in 2025, reaffirming its commitment to supporting families displaced by recent disasters. On to news in the region. Jamaican authorities are sounding the alarm over the growing use of social media and gaming platforms by sexual predators to target children. Superintendent Carrie Ann Bailey, head of the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, issued the warning during the debut episode of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Force for Good podcast. She highlighted that platforms such as Roblox, TikTok, and Instagram are being exploited to lure unsuspecting minors. These technologies were developed for good, said Bailey, but a lot of perpetrators are using them to their own benefit, which is negatively impacting the society. According to the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse, Up to 22% of reported sexual offense cases now stem from online interactions. Bailey stressed that children's increased online visibility, often through sharing videos, personal updates, and photos, makes them easy targets for grooming and exploitation. Of particular concern are online gaming platforms like Roblox, which are immensely popular with younger children but often fly under the radar of parental supervision. Bailey emphasized the importance of monitoring children's digital activities, noting that predators frequently use these platforms to initiate inappropriate contact. A 41-year-old lifeguard is in the custody of Trinidadian police following a violent incident at Celebia Beach on Monday that left a beachgoer hospitalized with head injuries. According to police reports, the altercation involved the lifeguard and a 34-year-old ship captain from Trin City, who was at the beach with his wife, children, and friends. The confrontation reportedly began over the children's proximity to the water between the designated safety flags. Tensions escalated and the lifeguard allegedly grabbed a metal flagpole and struck the man on the left side of his head. The victim collapsed on the sand, bleeding from his head and ears, and lost consciousness. Family members rushed him to the Toko Health facility, and he was later transferred to the hospital, where he remains in stable condition. Finally, on the international scene, lawyers challenging the incarceration in El Salvador of more than 200 Venezuelans deported by the U.S. said the Salvadoran government is denying the prisoners access to attorneys and contact with the outside world. Under an agreement with the Salvadoran government, President Donald Trump's administration in March sent 238 Venezuelans to its terrorism confinement center, the largest prison in Latin America, as part of a crackdown on immigration. The lawyers said they have not been able to visit, speak to, or learn about the whereabouts and conditions of their clients, whose identities they have gleaned through leaked information. Private attorneys, some recruited by the Venezuelan government and all paid for by families, have filed writs of habeas corpus at El Salvador Supreme Court, seeking to compel the government to justify the deported Venezuelans' detention or release them. This has We FM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for We FM's Evening News, and we thank you for listening.